The first two episodes of the brand new Ahsoka TV show dropped very early this morning, and as such I thought it would be fun to make an Ahsoka inspired video. Now originally I was going to do some VR stuff in Blade and Sorcery, but it just really wasn't working out. So instead I thought it would be really fun to have a look at some of the major characters that will be in the show, but also speculating on who I think could be in it based on characters that we see in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Now obviously the show is called Ahsoka, so Ahsoka is going to be in it, and she first appeared in the Clone Wars and has since appeared in Rebels, The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett, with The Mandalorian being her first live action appearance. Next is Anakin, who is obviously Ahsoka's master, or at least was during the Clone Wars before she was betrayed by the Jedi Order and left. Now the reason I think Anakin is going to be in the show is because it was rumoured a long time ago, but we've also heard Hayden's Anakin say a line that Matt Lanter's Anakin said in the Clone Wars, but obviously it's Hayden's voice, so I think we will very likely see him in flashbacks and potentially even as a Force Ghost. Next up is Ezra Bridger. Ezra is basically the main character of Star Wars Rebels for those who don't know, and at the end of the show he and Thrawn went into hyperspace to never be seen again until now, where I think we'll probably see him a little bit later on in the show, and hopefully we'll be able to learn a lot about what he's actually been up to over the last few years. Next is Bo-Katan, who I don't think will necessarily show up, but I think there is a possibility, and the reason for that is because Ahsoka and Bo have a pretty big past, and obviously Sabine and Bo do as well, but it ultimately depends on where her story goes post Mando Season 3. Like Ahsoka, she was first in the Clone Wars and has since made appearances in Rebels and The Mandalorian, with The Mandalorian also being her live action debut. Next is Captain Rex, who was obviously first introduced in the Clone Wars and has since appeared in Rebels and The Bad Batch, and it's been pretty heavily rumoured that Rex will appear, and I really don't see why that wouldn't be possible. Tamora Morrison is the perfect age to play an older Rex, and we know he's still alive at the time of Return of the Jedi, so I really don't see why he couldn't appear in this show. Tem also has said that he wants to bring Rex into live action, and obviously Rex has a big history with the Ghost Crew, so I really do think it makes a lot of sense. Next is Hera, and we know she'll be in the show as it was announced a very long time ago, but we've also seen her plenty of times now in the footage, which is very exciting. Hera was first introduced in Star Wars Rebels and led Phoenix Squadron during all kinds of missions including Scarif and Endor, and you can also see a younger Hera in The Bad Batch. Then we have Mon Mothma, who has appeared in countless Star Wars content over the years, and more recently Andor, which is probably my favourite appearance of her, and we have actually seen her in the trailer for Ahsoka as well, so I'm really keen to see what role she has to play in the series. Sabine of course is next, and we've seen her plenty of times now in the Ahsoka trailers, and the casting was announced back at Celebration in 2022. Now Sabine so far has only appeared in Rebels, so this will be her live action debut, which I am very excited for. Now we have the main man himself with Grand Admiral Thrawn. So far he has only appeared in Rebels, so like Sabine this will be his live action debut in the show. Thrawn is obviously a huge character in Star Wars, especially thanks to the Legends material, and like I said earlier, he got lost in space with Ezra, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's been up to and what his plans are next. Now finally, since we had Anakin, I wouldn't be too surprised to see Darth Vader at some point as well, either via flashbacks or some World Between Worlds type stuff. So guys, they are all of the playable characters that we have in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga that I think either will or could be appearing in the Ahsoka TV show. Obviously 2 episodes have already gone up as of this video going live, so I will already be able to check some names off this list. And of course there are tons of really exciting characters coming up that are either just not in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, or they are brand new, for example Chopper and Balan Skoll. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for the rest of the Ahsoka series, and give a spoiler-free review in the comments as well. That is going to be it from me today though. Thank you all very much for watching, and may the Force be with you always.